Jealousy doesn't always roar. It doesn't always lash out or scream from the rooftops. No, often it whispers. It lingers in glances. It echoes in silence when you walk into a room. It shows up in disguised jokes and subtle dismissals, all while wearing a smile. There are people who won't admit they envy you. They won't say they resent your calm, your growth, or your discipline, but trust me, they show it. And if you're not paying attention, you might carry their poison without even knowing it. Today, we expose 4 quiet signs that someone is deeply jealous of you, not to judge, but to protect your peace and preserve your path. 1. They celebrate you when you fail. There's something unsettling about the way they console you. When things fall apart, their sympathy feels too warm. Their comfort feels genuine, but strangely satisfied. It's the first warning. They say they admire your strength, but they clap louder when you're on your knees. Why? Because your growth reminds them of their own stagnation. Your clarity reminds them of their confusion. Your fire highlights the coldness of their own neglected purpose. As Epictetus wrote, it is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Discourses, Book 2. You shine, and it haunts them. You rise, and it unsettles them. So when you stumble, even for a moment, they feel safe again. But we don't hate them. We don't retaliate. We don't sip from the cup of petty revenge. Instead, we notice. We step away quietly. We drink from the well of self-mastery. 2. They criticize the fire. They cannot control jealousy. Rarely comes dressed as aggression. It prefers costumes. You've changed. Don't overdo it. Why are you working so hard? You're fine, just the way you are. They don't say these things out of concern. They say them because your evolution highlights their stagnation. Your effort shames them. Your silence confronts them. Your growth convicts them. And they don't even know why. But we do. We don't dim our light just because it hurts the eyes of those hiding in the dark. We don't apologize for improving. We don't justify our transformation. We keep walking, as Epictetus wrote. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Enchiridion 13. Let them mock. Let them label it arrogance or obsession. We call it purpose. And that terrifies those who have none. 3. They vanish when you bleed. In your brightest moments, they're front and center. But when life cuts deep, when you fall, when you cry, when you bleed, they vanish. No message, no hand, just silence. Seneca warned, he who enters friendships for self-serving reasons has chosen wrongly. Letters to Lucilius 9.9. A fake companion loves your comfort, but flees your pain. They crave your light, but fear your shadows. And when they laugh at your wounds, cloaked in humor, disguised as just a joke, beware. Marcus Aurelius wrote, the soul that laughs at itself masters itself, but beware those who laugh to weaken you. Meditations, Book 6. A true friend lifts you when you stumble. A fake one smirks quietly, feeding their fragile ego on your failure. You can hear it in their laughter. Not joy, but satisfaction. Not celebration, but subtle cruelty. And a Stoic man? He doesn't argue. He doesn't beg. He simply disappears into the silence they fear most. 4. They study you to watch you stumble. Not everyone who walks beside you is meant to finish the journey with you. Some stay close not out of love, but to learn where you fall. They memorize your habits. They map your doubts. They count your steps, not to walk with you, but to measure how far you've gone without them. And when you stumble, even for a moment, they feel stronger. Why? Because your fall feeds something inside them they refuse to fix. But the Stoic? He doesn't carry false companions. He carries discipline. He sharpens his will. He lets go of what seeks to break him, not out of hatred, but out of honor. If you ever felt a chill from someone who's supposed to be on your side, you're not imagining it. Your soul knows. It always knows. So walk away. Not with rage, not with resentment, just with clarity. Because you deserve companions, not competitors. You deserve honesty, not performance. And you deserve to stand with those who can stand with you, in light and in darkness. So next time you sense the smile behind the dagger, remember, the man who respects himself will never be the jester in someone else's cruel theater. If this spoke to you, if it helped you see clearer, subscribe to the Stoic verse for more truths that sharpen the soul and guide your journey. Because we were never meant to carry shadows. We were meant to walk in light.